Hey friends, my name is Tammy. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to do the what I would tell my pregnant self tag. I was tagged by my lovely friend Amanda Muse. I will leave her link below, so if you want, go check out her channel. She's very cool. If you're not already subscribed to mine, you know what to do. Just one click away and it makes me happy. Yay! So the first thing I would do differently is not have any expectations regarding the, delivery due date. Like, 3 of my kids were late. My first one was 12 days late. My second was 5 days late. And my third was 14 days late. And I swear that every time that I would arrive at the due date, like in my head, I thought all 3 times that I was gonna have the baby any minute. And that date actually doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean your baby's ready. It's just an estimate. And I was like, I don't know, like during all of the days after my due date, I was always so anxious for the baby to arrive. And I feel like I didn't enjoy those last few days as much, maybe because of that. So definitely that would be my #1 thing that I would do differently. Like, I wouldn't expect baby at a certain date. So the second one is I would try to not have any expectations regarding labor. Like, my 3 labors were completely different. The first one was super long. I was induced like 3 times. The 2 first times didn't work. And I obviously had expectations regarding the labor, that it would be smooth and stuff like that, and that I thought I wouldn't have an epidural, and I ended up having one. And with the second one, like, I don't know, I had that idea that, I would have the epidural, first of all, because the first one I had it, and I had the idea that, it would be a long labor. So when I went into labor, I remember I brought a bunch of games. I thought that I would be staying there all night, and I got her within 1 hour. Like, she came out so fast that the doctor didn't even have time to arrive. It's the nurse who, catched her basically, and she almost even dropped her so fast that she came out. That was an extremely fast labor. So when I was at my third, I thought, well, definitely she's going to come out super fast. So I had that expectation, and she didn't. It was like she came sunny side up, which is like the face first basically, instead of coming in from the crown. And it was a long, painful, difficult labor. So I was very surprised by that. Like, I was taken aback a little bit, and I wasn't expecting that. I thought that she was going to come super fast like my second. So if I would be pregnant again, I would say, you know what, just take it easy, take things as they come, and don't have any expectations whatsoever, because every child, every labor, every pregnancy is different. Okay, so the third one is I would definitely stop being so stubborn and wanting to get everything done on my own. I would delegate more. Being pregnant is like basically the perfect excuse to make other people work for you. And I don't know why, like, I like to do everything on my own, and I like to try to function as a non-pregnant person. But reality, is that when you're pregnant, you can't move as well, you can't do certain things, you can't, clean and mop as well as you would without that big belly in the front. So I would, just take the time to relax and to delegate more, tell my husband to, do more cleaning or whatnot, because I don't know why, like, the 3 of my pregnancies, I was always like, I can do this, I can do this. And I would get frustrated sometimes. So, I would just try to relax more and delegate. That would be my third one. The fourth thing that I would tell my pregnant self is stop worrying so much about my body image. Because when I'm pregnant, I swell up a lot, and I get a bunch of varicose veins everywhere. And I'm talking like even in my private parts, and it ain't pretty, girls. It is not pretty. And I was definitely every time super worried that I would stay that way, and that I would stay, that swollen. But, things do change after, your body does change. I'm not gonna say it doesn't, but things have a way of coming back a little bit back to normal. And the varicose veins, I still have a few, but not as much as when I was pregnant. And I would just say, don't worry about your body, your body image so much. Okay, so the last thing I would tell my pregnant self, I would actually tell my pregnant self in my first 2 pregnancies, is go get a midwife. Like my third pregnancy, I had a midwife for the first time, and my first pregnancies, I was with the doctor, followed up with the doctor, had a hospital birth, and with my third, I had the midwife, and I had also the birth in the midwife birthing house. So those, my friends, are two completely different worlds. Like it doesn't, you can't even compare them. I mean, like the doctors, like I don't want to talk bad against doctors, like I had good doctors and all that, but it's very impersonal. Like you sit down in their office for like about 10 minutes, they check you up. It's very like, you know, body oriented. But I find that with the midwives, like they really take your time. Like I would literally sit with them for 1 hour in their office. They would talk to me about, you know, all the feelings I was going through, and it was a little bit like a therapy. And like the midwives also, like the rooms, like they are freaking gorgeous. Like it's almost like a 5-star hotel. Like it's so huge. You have like the bath in the room, you know, in case you want a water birth. And I don't know, and it didn't cost me a penny. Like people thought that I was paying for this. No, you don't pay for this in Quebec. You have to call, and you know, you put your name on the waiting list, and hopefully they will call you back, and you know, the government pays for it. So you know, I would tell myself, like, go with the midwives. Like it was so much a funner, better experience for me, so I would tell myself that. So that's it, guys. My baby just woke up. I don't know if you can hear her crying from far. I have to go. But I hope you enjoyed this tag. If you did, thumbs it up. And yeah, so I will see you guys later.